The one dish I'd skip going vegan for because it's insanely delicious and so unique. I'm gonna show you how to make this in a jiffy. Let's go over our main ingredients. We have about 2 cups of red peas pre-soaked to soften them up before we start cooking. Then we have about 1 pound of cured pigtails, 1 to 2 cups of beef chunk stew. To start this dish, we must remove the excess salt from the cured pigtails. You can soak this overnight submerged in water, but most people opt to pre-cooking them in boiling water just before making the meal. It's super easy. All you do is remove the pigtails from the packet, put them into the soup pot with about 4 cups of water and bring it to a boil for about 20 minutes. Next, pour off the salted water and proceed with finishing the stew as follows. Also, I like to reserve a bit of the pork broth for the flavor it gives to the gravy. Guys, this dish is so much easier than you think it is. It's all a matter of just adding your meats, your pea protein and your spices, putting everything to pressure, and you're basically done. Feel free to mix peas, that's also something that you can do. Add our onion and a couple leaves of bay leaves. Drop it in. We got some ginger, about 1.5 teaspoons. And I have 3 beautiful Scotch bonnet peppers soaking up some water, rehydrating. 1, 2, 3. I don't want to pop these because I want to control the heat in this dish because my kids are going to eat this, they're going to enjoy it. What you can do is have like a pepper sauce on the side or Scotch bonnet relish to serve on top of your stew once it's done. And then we have our pimento. Let it pressure, that's it, so easy. Alternatively, you can put this in a regular pot, a regular soup pot, and just let this simmer for about 2 hours until the peas and the meats are tender, and then you finish the dish, as you'll see later on. But I'm a pressure cooker girl. I like everything fast and speedy. You could also use a slow cooker and cook it overnight. I pressure cooked the stew for about 30 minutes and then open according to the manufacturer guidelines. Now, check for doneness by ensuring the meats and the peas are fork tender. To thicken the sauce, take 1 cup of the cooked red peas and 1 cup of the broth and add them to a blender. To hasten the thickening process, I also like to add about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch or arrowroot powder to the coconut milk before adding them also to the blender. Pulse everything until you get a creamy soup. Then you're going to pour the mixture back into the pot, giving it a quick stir and then allowing it to simmer on medium heat. As the sauce thickens, add the remaining ingredients: carrots, thyme leaves, scallions, and sweet peppers. I also crushed a few more peppercorns and pimentos and added it to the sauce for more depth of flavor. Alright, I'm gonna give it a quick taste tester to see how my salt levels are and all of the seasonings. It's quite mellow, but I can taste all of the spices coming through. I'm actually gonna add a little bit more salt to bring everything together. We really soaked our pigtail quite thoroughly. So you can add bouillon, Maggi, or chicken stock. Actually, anything that is in a powder form to bring up the saltiness in this is good to go. Wow, just look at this beauty. The dish is finished when the sauce has reached a good thickness and the carrots are cooked through. Remove from the heat and serve hot with fresh scallions and Scotch bonnet. Spoon copious amounts over your favorite steamed rice with a side salad and a beer. One thing to note is that as the stew cools, the sauce will thicken even more. When you try this recipe, be sure to let me know if you agree that this is hands down one of the best stews you've ever had. If you have any questions, drop everything down below and I will respond. Enjoy!